So the last rate law, that is the contracting area rate law. Okay, so in contracting area rate law, we have just simply considered that the solid reactant that are reacting are having the cylindrical shape. Okay, so instead of spherical shape, we have just considered that the reacting particles are having cylindrical shape. So we have to consider the surface area for cylinder as well as the volume of cylinder. Okay, so let that radius of cylinder is r and the length of this cylinder is h. Okay, so for simplicity, again we have made the assumption that the cylinder is having same density throughout the material, as well as the length of the cylinder is very long as compared to the radius of cylinder, that is h is very greater than r. Okay, so there is a one extra assumption that we have been made. Along with this, particle size is uniform as well as density is uniform, and last is the that length of cylinder h is very greater than that of the its radius r. Okay, so consider the area of end, that is considered to be the insignificant, and in comparison with the surface area of the uh, this cylindrical particles. Okay, because this radius is too small, so the end area is insignificant in comparison with the surface area of the same cylindrical particles. Okay, so the amount of material in the cylinder, which is represented by the volume r, okay, of the reaction on the surface, is what, that overall rate is minus dv upon dt is equals to some constant k into s, which is the surface area of a cylinder. So how we can find out the surface area of cylinder? That is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi rh. Okay, this is the surface area of the cylinder. So since we have made the assumption that the height of cylinder is very large in comparison with the radius of a cylinder, so this r square can be neglected here. Okay, this r square become very small, so this term can be neglected. So overall we can see this surface area s is the function of only length, that is 2 pi r into h, and the volume of cylinder is what? The volume of cylinder is given by this formula, that is pi r square h. So try to find out the value of h. Okay, so this volume is what? R into this r is equals to volume upon nh raised to 1 by 2. So we have just simply substitute the value for r into the given rate law, that is k0 into 2 pi r into h. So substitute this value for r, that is 2 pi into v upon nh raised to 1 by 2 into h as it is. So just make the rate law in terms of volume only, that is minus dv upon dt is equals to k into v raised to 1 by 2, where this k constant is what? K0 into 2 pi h into 1 upon nh raised to 1 by 2. So this rate law is called as what? Half ordered reaction, or the 1 by 2 ordered reaction, because this power is having value of 1 by 2. Okay, so if you want to like find out the integrated rate law, we just simply need to integrate the above differential rate law in the proper limit, that is minus dv upon v raised to 1 by 2 is equals to k into t, with the limits of v is what? v0 to v, and for limit of t is equals to t is 0 to t. Okay, t is equals to 0 to t. So simply just substitute that. Again we are going to use the same integration formula, that is integration of x raised to n, that is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1, and we have just simply substitute this equation and find out the integrated rate law. Okay, this is the integrated rate law, that is v0 raised to 1 by 2 minus v raised to 1 by 2 is equals to kt upon 2. So the above equation is the integrated rate law of the contracting cylinder. Okay, so again if you want to like express this rate law in terms of the fraction of reactant that has been reacted, we use the same method that we have been employed for the spherical rate law as well as first order rate law. So alpha is equals to v0 minus v upon v0, which is equals to 1 minus v upon v0. So try to find out the value for v, which is comes out to be what? v0 raised to 1 by 2 into 1 minus alpha raised to 1 by 2. So simply substitute that values and we finally obtain the equation for the equation in terms of alpha and t. Okay, so finally we get the equation like 1 minus alpha raised to 1 by 2, here it should be bracket. Okay, versus t, it gives the straight line graph passing through origin having the slope of what, k upon 2 into v0 raised to 1 by 2. Okay, so this is the contracting area rate law, which will define the shape of the particle as the cylindrical one. Okay, so we have seen the various factors that will affect the solid state reaction and various types of rate laws depending upon the shape of particles. Okay, so before that we have seen the enzyme catalysis and its mechanism, then on competitive and non-competitive mechanism used for the inhibition of enzyme, and the first part is the various reaction mechanism or the various factors which will define the rate of reaction, that is dielectric constant of a solvent material, effect of substituent. Okay, so that are the various factors we have seen. So the most important part of this chemical kinetic unit is the our Michaelis-Menten equation. Okay, Michaelis-Menten equation. So in order to study that Michaelis-Menten equation, we have used that enzyme catalysis reaction, and there you might be asked about some numericals. Okay, so we'll try to see one of the numericals. Okay, so like in explaining that enzyme catalysis, I have given you the various forms of equation like graphical form as well as the double reciprocal plot or the various types of analysis that can be interpreted from the enzyme catalysis. Okay, so you need to use the any of the one formula that can be used to solve these problems. Okay, so here is one such type of problem, like you have been given with the various concentration values of the substrate and the rate of that particular reactions. Okay, so you have been simply given the rate of reaction and the substrate concentration. You need to find out the value of Km and value of maximum rate constant, that is Vmax. So how will you find that equation, or how will you find this Km and Vmax? So here we need to just simply substitute the value of rate and the substrate concentration, that is R is equals to what? First of all we have to know the formula for this Michaelis-Menten mechanism, that is R is equals to Vmax into S upon Km plus S. So simply just substitute the value for first. Okay, first there are the two cases given to you. Okay, in case 1, when the substrate concentration is 0.064, the rate of reaction is 0.495 into 10 raised to 6. Okay, so this is the first case and this is the second case. So there are two variables and two equations, so we have to use the mathematical simplification method. Okay, but before that we have to use first formula and try to obtain the certain equations. Okay, so likewise you will get the two equations, and if you want to like substitute this type of equations which are having two variables or the two unknowns and two equations, we just simply use the simple mathematical treatment. Okay, so try to solve these equations one by one by like we have used this in the like basic mathematics. Okay, like simply multiply by certain constant so as to get subtract one of the constant to 0 and obtain the first constant, and the substitute that obtain constant in the any of the equation to obtain the second variable. Okay, so the answer should be like Km is equals to 1.42 into 10 raised to minus 3, and maximum rate, that is Vmax, is equals to 0.67 into 10 raised to 6. Okay, so likewise you might be asked about the various problem, so you might use various equations that might be applicable for the given problem. Okay, so this is the all about this chemical kinetics. Now from next lecture onwards we'll try to see the next unit, that is fourth unit, that is solid state chemistry, and the okay, we'll try to see this solid state chemistry first part, and then within that unit we are having the sub part, that is phase equilibrium. Okay, so we'll try to see that both units or the both chapters in the upcoming few lectures. So thank you.